Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Imam Hamdi Said, metric number E 2019 10-24-575 from Diploma in Game Design and Development. For our class in MKS 1113, I'm going to give a tutorial how to install Python, how to program a simple Python program, how to install PyGame, how to create a simple PyGame program of Hello World and shapes. Let's check them out.
I'm going to show you how to install Python first. Okay, first you go to our browser. I'm going to use the Chrome. See, this is the Python or .org. You can see we can download the Python install package here. We have a Python 3.8.5, but you can download other versions. Click on release. You can see there's more than one version, but I prefer the previous version, which is 3.74. Click on that. Scroll down and we can find the Windows 64 executable install. Double click and wait for your Python to install the launcher. I already installed the Python launcher. Okay, open the launcher. You see? Okay, before we install our Python, make sure we add Python 3.7 support. Please check on them. Okay, but I'm going to customize my installation. So make sure we check all the items here. Don't miss anything. Okay, then next. Alright. So I want to change the location for my Python, where I'll leave only Python. But before we install the program, we need to have a folder named Python. Create a new folder. Version Python. Or just copy. Write down. Then we can install our Python. Yes. So wait for the installation. So we already set up our Python. Okay, now we need to make sure whether our Python is there or not. So open your com prompt. Now we want to check whether our Python is already installed. Simply write Python version. See, we already installed Python 3.7.4. Next, check if our pip is already installed. Pip is the Python packager to import all the modules of Python. Alright, we have our pip, and then we can install our PyGame using only command. Just simply type this now. pip.pygame. So we have successfully installed PyGame. To see whether our PyGame is good, check for Python. And then import PyGame. Alright, hello from the PyGame community. It is already installed. Okay, close. We could see. Now open our Python editor. Let's create one new file to see whether our Python program is good. Print from and save. For easy to search, maybe we'll place our file on desktop. You can call them hello with the extension of P1, which is Python file. Then to run the program, click run and run module, or we could press Ctrl F5. And then here we already print out hello world. Okay, next, create a new file. We name them as PyGame hello world. The extension of P1. I have created one simple PyGame program. Let's see each line. Okay. To import our PyGame module, we need this line, import PyGame, to make sure we import all the PyGame module in our editor. Again, and then we must compulsory to put this pygame.init to successfully import all the PyGame programs. And next, any names, display surface or surface screen, and set them up as PyGame display set mode. This is to set up our window size, 400 pixels to 300. 400 is the x-axis, which is the bottom, and 300 is the y-axis. And then we set up our display caption, hello world, that will appear in our window. And then this is the game loop. Game loop is important to be in our PyGame to loop the game, as we only exit the PyGame by clicking the exit button. So before we click the exit button, the PyGame will run in looping. And PyGame display update to make sure that our PyGame update the entire surface. So we could run the model and see the outcomes. This is the simple program of PyGame, which is hello world is in the display caption. And I'll just show you another simple PyGame program, which is shape. Create one simple shape program, which we could see by line, each line. Okay, firstly and importantly, we need to import our PyGame and pygame.init to import all the PyGame module to be run successfully. Okay, then we have our display set caption shape that will appear on our window. And then we must set up and declare our color used in this PyGame by using the RGB. So if you want to use white, black, red, green, blue, you need to declare them first. So if you want many other color, you can find RGB color code chart. There's more colors you can find on the internet. Pick any colors. And then we set up the background of the color of the window and the window size, which is the width and the height. So we set our background as white color, and our screen 800 pixel in width and 600 pixel in height. And then we could draw the shapes. Remember that the shapes are drawn by the coordinate of x1, which is x is from left to the right window and y is from the top to the bottom of the window. Okay, next we are going to draw a straight blue line with thickness 5px. PyGame draw line is what we are going to call our line, and the name of screen, which we call the line to be set up by our screen, we call a blue code here. So our line will be blue, and the corner is 180x, x-axis, 180 at x-axis, and 230 pixel at y-axis, and the other point 600 to 50. And this is the thickness of our lines, which is 5 pixels. And then to draw a rectangle, PyGame draw the rectangle, color green, and we have four coordinate here, which is this is the x on the bottom left. Meanwhile, this is the y at the top left. This is the width, and this is the height, and 1 is the thickness. So it will create somehow like a border. And then to draw a blue circle, I can draw a circle, color blue, and we have only one coordinate x, y, and 20 is the radius. Then we draw a red polygon. I can draw polygon, color red, and we have three coordinate here, which means our polygon will going to be a triangle. And then after we draw the shape, we end our PyGame code with PyGame display update to make sure it updates the entire surface. Then run our program. Must be safe. Stop as shape extension P1. Save. Then run the program, and you will see my output. This is the circle, the triangle, the blue lines, and the rectangles. I'm going to show you how the coordinate works for the axis of x and axis of y. So the y-axis is from the top to the bottom, which is y, or we call it as height. And then the x-axis starts from the bottom left to the bottom right, just X, or we call it at width. So the starter is 0 here, and the size of our height is 600, and our width is 800. So for the first shape, which is line, we have two coordinates, which is here and here. The thickness of 5. So for the first coordinate, we have 180 and 230. 180 is here, the x is 180, and y here 230, and the second coordinate is 600. Just there. This is here. The 600 is here, and 50 is here. Since the coordinate y50 is the same as the blue, it's in the same place. It's 15 here. Okay, do you get that? Okay, next up, I'm going to tell you about the rectangle, which is there's 4 coordinates, which is 250, 230, 220, and 150, with the thickness of 1. It's slim border with the thickness of 1 pixels. So for the first coordinate is here, 250, and the second coordinate is y, it here, which is 230, and the third coordinate is y, the width, which is 220 pixels, and the first coordinate is the height, 150 pixels. Hope you guys understand how the coordinate works for our shapes. Thank you.